Backstage drama seems to be stealing the show at UFC 310 this weekend, featuring fighters that aren't even on the card getting into altercations with each other non-stop behind the scenes. We've had Jamahal Hill walking up to Alex Pereira at the UFC PI. Those two nearly got into a fight. I'm going to break that down in today's video. We've also got other things to do as well, but this one got heated. Alex Pereira threw some gloves down in front of Jamahal Hill and said, let's run the rematch right now in the UFC PI octagon. We're going to watch that together today. Also, after Alex Pereira went backstage and met Nate Diaz, Diaz turned that hat backwards, and man-baby Nate Diaz starts throwing bottles backstage at Team Makhachev, starting a whole bunch of drama there as well. Then, Umar and Merab, after what can only be described as his epic crash out at the UFC 311 pre-fight press conference, starts getting into it with Umar and Merab backstage. They're very heated as well. I'm going to break all of this down and react to all of it in today's video. I thought I was only going to make a video today breaking down this encounter, but there's been many others since. So, we're going to start with Jamahal Hill and Alex Pereira. But before we do, I've got a piece of information that you guys just need to hear, okay? And this is big. And this is big when it comes to the context around the Jamahal Hill and Alex Pereira encounter. Trust me, you guys need to watch this bit, okay? This is a very important part of the video today, guys. Prize picks. Whoa! It's prize picks, dude! Look out! Prize picks is on the screen right now, you guys. Play $5. Get $50 back instantly. On your account. In promo funds. That's what you do if you sign up using code GURU. You play $5, you get $50 to use. This is a no-brainer. Do it! You have to do it. I don't think you don't have to. I don't know the legal ramifications of how to promote this, but turns out this is a really good thing that you should consider. Okay? Now we're going to make a trip over to prizepicks.com and I'm going to show you guys something crazy. Whoa! Oh, did you hold on tight? We're at prizepicks.com. This is crazy, you guys. No editing. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is off the dome right here. That's how you know I believe in the product. Okay, guys? And this is prizepicks.com. And you can pick between your sport. I'm on MMA right now because I'm the MMA guru. Don't you guys understand? And then you can just make some predictions with your cash. Okay, guys? New member offer right here. Play $5, get $50 instantly. You seeing this on the screen right now? That's crazy. You apply. You use code GURU. We all will in the end, guys. Okay? So if you were going to play the game this weekend, play it with Prize Picks. Either way, this is how it works. More or less, you're making your predictions. Now, if I was going to make a prediction, I would say that I believe Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Gary are probably going to go into the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round. And in that case, I believe that Ian Gary will land more than 51 significant strikes. I also believe that Shavkat Rakhmonov will land more than 60 significant strikes. And then I can play the game. And you guys can play it too. And we can all win as a family. Okay, guys? This is a family thing. Okay, guys? So play the game. Use code GURU. Play 5, get 50 with code GURU. Come on, dude. Anyway, back to the video, you guys. Here we go. Whoa, I'm back. What was something took over me there, chat. Where was I for a second? That's crazy. Either way, Jamahal Hill, Alex Pereira. So they got into a bit of an encounter at the UFC PI. And let me just tell you this to start. Absolute aura. The aura is off the chart. Remember, use code GURU. But we'll get back to this. Use code GURU, though. That's very important. Because otherwise, it's pointless to use. It's pointless you signing up if not to use code GURU. It's not pointless. It's good. It's a good thing. I don't know if am I getting in trouble? We'll see. Use code GURU. Sign up. Either way, the aura of Jamahal Hill. Can I just say this, dude? He's outnumbered. Paulinho is there himself with Alex Pereira at the UFC PI. And just look at the aura on Jamahal Hill walking in right now.
Not on Twitter now.
We're not on Twitter now, and Alex Pereira actually holds out his hand and says, nudge me. You know what I mean? We're going to be good. You know, touch gloves, everything's fine. Not on Twitter now. I don't really understand what Jamahal Hill's saying. But can I be real? I know Alex Pereira punked him. And maybe I'll play through the whole clip first and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Let's just go through it. Oh, it's on, dude. Apparently this is Alex Pereira saying put on the gloves and gesturing towards the octagon that's in the UFC PI. So this is a pretty crazy encounter between the two of them. Put on the gloves, put on the gloves. Polino has to separate.
Let's make money, let's make money.
Very heated. And they're acting like they're going to fight. In the cage. Now, shout out to Polino for being the adult in the room and separating this before it got out of hand. And we had to see another highlight reel KO from Jamahal Hill on Alex Pereira, dude. No, I'm joking. Either way, though, I want to break it down. Jamahal Hill, let me just say this. I know Alex Pereira punked him and had a good look. It's all about visuals here. Alex Pereira sees him, goes, go on then. Let's run it right now in the cage right now. Throws the gloves down in front of him. Jamahal Hill got well and truly punked. Okay? However, I do need to mention the aura of Jamahal Hill as he waddles into frame, belly out, towel around his neck, running his mouth to Alex Pereira like he didn't just get knocked out by him in his last fight. Now, the amount of aura that you must have to pull off this move. Plodding in, flat-footed, waddling in, towel around his neck, belly out. Now remember, in his last fight, this man got KO'd by Alex Pereira. The absolute audacity to get KO'd by Pereira in his last fight, see him at the UFC PI and go, warm himself up, crack his knuckles, put a towel around his neck, and waddle in like we ain't on Twitter now, dude. This is a man who last lost to Alex Pereira by KO. He has seen him at the PI, and he's decided to go and run the fade with him, dude. Jamahal Hill ain't done yet. You got to teach Jamahal Hill the lesson 3 times before he really learns it, okay? That's what we're going to find. Maybe this will be a trilogy in the making. You never know. And in all honesty, though, aside from Jamahal Hill just sauntering up to him like a god, Pereira punked him here. Pereira was on it straight away. Let's run it in the UFC PI. I would have loved to have seen that version of events. Now, Jamahal Hill says, I wanted it bare knuckle and I want to get paid. Like, I get paid to fight. And I get it. Because at the end of the day, they probably would get in trouble from the UFC for doing this. So I understand him like, well, they're not actually going to fight in the PI and have everyone record it because Dana White had run over like Mr. Krabs, realizing that money's being lost by everyone seeing something for free. So yeah, they got into a bit of an altercation. Alex Pereira looked good here, you know what I mean? He threw the gloves down. He punked Jamahal Hill. It is what it is. But I like this from Jamahal Hill. I like that we have a bitter, salty, cope person in the UFC that ain't just going to sit there and be like, the better man won on the night. Alex Pereira is better than me, I guess. Well, never see that matchup again. He's not done, okay? He needs to be shown again in his mind. That weren't enough of a lesson for Jamahal Hill. He's still got to find out, okay? Jamahal Hill wants his revenge, and it starts against Yuri Prochazka at UFC 311. Speaking of UFC 311, we move on to the UFC 311 press conference, where some altercations went down behind the scenes. But this is huge, and I'm glad that listen, as much as you don't like it, and I don't think Jamahal Hill should get a title shot if he just beats Yuri Prochazka. I think it should be like a beat a Yuri, and then maybe if a Jan Blachowicz is coming off a win, or a winner of Nikita Krylov versus Azamat Murzakanov, or a winner of Khalil Roundtree versus Carlos Ulberg. Whatever ends up happening in the meantime, I think Jamahal Hill needs 2 more wins. But this is building the rematch narrative. Now, if you went into a rematch somewhere down the line of Jamahal Hill, Alex Pereira, and Hill wasn't acting this way, there'd be no value to it. There'd be no hype to it. But because Jamahal Hill, after losing by KO, is waddling in with his towel around his neck like he's going to go down bent, like he's going to scrap it bare knuckle, throw down bare knuckle. With the guy that just KO'd him. He waddles in with his belly out and a towel around his neck, ready to scrap. We ain't on Twitter now. This is what sells the rematch. It's Hill's salt. And Hill's refusal to acknowledge that that he's been best. And maybe he will acknowledge that. Maybe I'm oversaying that. But this is what sells the rematch. We move on, though. Speaking of 311, which I just spoke about a second ago, we had some other moments here. Alex Pereira meets Nate Diaz backstage. They shake each other's hands. This look from Diaz here. Most people won't have noticed this at the time. Nate Diaz looking off to the side. You know this by the timing. He immediately saw Makhachev and his team. And one can only wonder what's going through Nate Diaz's head. Hold up. I'm going to have to throw a bottle at him. You know what I mean? Like he's... Hold up. This dude ain't fucking had a bottle thrown in him. Like, he's going to have to throw a bottle at Makhachev. There's no stopping Once Nate Diaz's hat goes on sideways and the man baby Nate Diaz comes around and he starts wandering around like he shit his pants backstage in his jogging bottoms. Once he starts plodding around like this, there's no hope for humanity. He's going at whoever he set his eyes on. All right. And he starts launching bottles towards Makhachev and his team. And there's one of Makhachev's teammates. You can very easily tell Makhachev's teammates. Yeah, just a bunch of Makhachevs wandering around backstage, you guys. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? You see other people's team, you're like, is that guy with that person? Or is he with Extreme Couture? Is he with him? Or is he with him? There's no doubt in whose team Makhachev backstage at the 311 press conference. I think that's literally Tagir Ulanbekov. And this is... I'm going to take a guess that his name is Umarlayev Ankagomedov. You know what I mean? Like, this is another variant of Habib. And he launches a bottle back at Nate Diaz. Nowhere near him. Nate Diaz sees this as a win. I don't know if it hit the guy here. That would be really funny if it did. I really hope it did hit that guy there that was just minding his own business. No, it didn't. All good. Nate Diaz sees that a bottle has been thrown. Well, you know, if I can throw a bottle, I'm the guy who fucking throws bottles. You know what I mean? He's the guy that throws bottles back. Now things start getting heated. There's Makhachev right there. Tagir Ulanbekov still getting heated. Makhachev can be seen after his press conference. Screaming profanity. Very haram. It was all good, though. Hold on a second. The rare sighting of Alex Pereira, but who's this fine ass shorty? Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't noticing Alex Pereira. I was noticing something else going on. It's all good, though. It's all good. Just, you know, caught my attention. Alex Pereira's in the mix. Brandon Royval's there, I guess. Nate Diaz, hands in his pockets. They got to hold him back. No bottle is safe. He will launch anything he sees. Royval's keeping a tight grip on his. Because you never know when Nate Diaz is going to need extra ammunition. So yeah, Nate Diaz is a man baby and he's still acting like he's a teenager backstage at UFC events. And he just has to throw bottles with his hat on backwards at Makhachev and his team. Even though Makhachev would fucking wreck his world and finish him within about 2 rounds. It's all good though. Fight Brendan Schaub, you coward. I'm sick of this street tough guy act. If you ain't ready to fucking put your money where your mouth is, Nate Diaz, I ain't interested. Okay? Nate Diaz there. And then we've got another interaction between Umar Nurmagomedov and Merab. Now, Merab, I might make a separate video about this next week. Or maybe over the Christmas break. Merab has been crashing out about Umar. He does not like Umar at all. And they were going back and forth here.
I'm here. Hey, I will be in Vegas. Call me.
I will be in Vegas. Call me. And then Merab's, come here. You have to come here, brother. And they keep going back and forth on this. Here's a bit of an earlier angle of the two.
Are you disrespectful? Where? In the Twitter.
You're very disrespectful. Where? Umar says. On Twitter. Very disrespectful on Twitter.
What I said?
Right.
Are you disrespectful? Where? In the Twitter. What I said?
Right.
Whatever you said.
What I said, Umar, let me just say this. Umar, you better hope that's Ali Abdulaziz on your phone. You have no excuse to be acting all like you don't know what you've been yapping about on Twitter, dude. He has been yapping about Merab on Twitter. Now, Merab has been yapping too. But Umar has no doubt been calling him a coward all over Twitter. And then Merab basically called his bluff and went, oh, I'm a coward? January, let's run it. Allegedly, Merab went into the UFC offices and demanded Umar in January. Either way, they're still going back and forth.
Why you disrespecting? Because I want. What you can do? Why you disrespecting?
Put him back over there.
Why you disrespecting?
Wait, did I hear that from Umar just then? Merab says, why did you disrespect me? And I believe Umar just said, because I want what you can do.
Put him back over there.
Why you disrespecting? Come here. Why you disrespecting?
Put him back over there.
Why you disrespecting? Why you disrespecting? Because I want. What you can do? Why you disrespecting?
Because I want what you can do. Dude, Umar's lucky he don't get fucking split decisioned right here and fucking now backstage. Talking like that to Merab, dude. He best hope that these fucking cameras are sturdy because he's going to be pressed up against one of them, getting his thighs kneed the fuck up, dude. You best watch running your mouth, Umar, to Merab backstage like this guy ain't a world champion. You know how many curtains he could hold you up against backstage at a UFC press conference, dude? God. Media members ain't safe from Merab holding Umar up against them. Honestly, dude, I'm sick of Umar running his mouth.
Back over there. Why are you disrespecting me? Come here. Because of I want. What you can do? What I will show you what I'm gonna do. I will show you.
He was about to fail a mean single leg on him right there, dude. He's lucky these guys are holding him back.
Come here. I'm here. Come here.
Hey, I will be in Vegas. Call me anytime.
Now come here. Now I'm here now.
Come.
Come here.
Come.
I'm gonna slap your ass.
Hey, here a lot of security. Call me. We're gonna see. Okay?
Okay.
Dude, Umar's tough. Umar's tough, dude. Umar says it. Umar's laying it down. I was listening to the press conference, dude. Umar's not afraid to chop it up. I will say this about the press conference between Merab and Umar as well. They've been getting very heated. They've been going back and forth on Twitter. They've been going at each other online a lot. At the press conference, Merab starts to crash out. I can't show footage of it, but at one point he's literally like, "You disrespect me! I dare! I go beat you up! Fuck up! You disrespect! You're not a real man! You crazy brat!" And he starts screaming into the microphone at the press conference. And Umar is like, "Hey guy, calm down. This is you are not deserving for title." And they both start going back and forth, but they're very heated in the build-up. They've been going back and forth. This is going to be a heated matchup. I just wish the security would have called their bluff and let them go at each other so we could see a mean scramble. You know what I mean? A real 20-second Gamrot Sarukian style scramble backstage. Who knows who's going to end up failing a single leg out of the two of them? That's what we needed to find out. So next time these two get into it, security, I need you to take a step back and let them put on a show of failed single legs against each other, okay? That's what we need to see. Either way, that's the thing today. Jamahal Hill, Alex Pereira. Nate Diaz being a man baby. Listen, he needs to fight Brendan Schaub. I want to go back to that. He can't act like a man baby backstage with his hat on backwards, running his mouth to Makhachev, if he ain't going to back up his talk against Brendan Schaub. You think Brendan Schaub's soft? Come fucking prove it, dude. Come prove it. We can do like Mike Perry boxing organization. Nate Diaz, Brendan Schaub. Make it happen. I'm sick of Nate Diaz wandering around like a fucking 14-year-old with his hat on backwards, sticking the finger to everyone and throwing bottles around. Like, dude, you're a man, 40 years old nearly, with children at home. What are you still doing at these events with your posse? Yo. Homie. You know what I'm saying? Either way, thank you for watching. Toodle Pip. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Use code GURUK. Prize picks. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, there comes a time where I have to make a decision for the family. And if you guys disagree with my Prize Picks decision, it's only going to be one video. You know, every time there's a fight card, the Friday video shall be sponsored. Okay? So it's not going to be many, but there comes a time where I have to make a decision. Okay, guys? And if you coming at me for Prize Picks, you're attacking my family. That's all I'm going to say, dude. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Toodle Pip. I'll see you later. Goodbye.